Rather you than me.
Oh, thanks, pal. Love you lots.
If I was there, if we were working together, I would be helping you out with that. You know I would.
Oh, yeah. I don't have an idea if I'm going to fix it. I'm pretty confident I can fix it without actually without as much difficulty as you'd first think.
Have I got time?
Don't forget, stuff won't expire when we get to night time, doesn't that? I'm sugar I have another field ready, I didn't even realise. I forgot I owned that field.
It wasn't a contract I was looking for. At some point this tractor will have to go in for a service. Just not today. Yeah, I'm sure.
I just can't wait till I stick the baler on that pile and he starts spitting bales out like a chain gun. What?
That'd be funny. There's got to be a lot of
There's a lot of straw in there.
straw there.
That there be. Oh, why does this game punish me so?
You love it, really.
I do, that's the problem. It seems to be a theme of liking things that punish me.
Take that out of context, people.
I knew you would. Told you before, if you're ever looking for a well-placed innuendo, I'll give you one.
We know. Let me unfold the friggin' molar then. Stupid game. Yeah, kind of glad that they decided to make the fences non-collisionable.
Chicken.
Why is that not? Weird. I'd say it's swath dropping, isn't it, in the back? Yeah. So I say, I don't know what, apart from obviously him just making a mess on one of his field, I have no idea what he's up to.
The best way, mate, you don't want to know.
He's probably...
Then
Go on.
I have no idea what you're doing either, I have no.
You've seen certain things that have been sat there, but...
I've seen stuff when I've had to come and look and things like that, but I'm not making a point of going over and looking, because I'm almost treating this like a single player. I'm just trying to do the best I can. You
Well,
can do what you do, and we'll see where we end up when we get to the end of this.
yeah, well, I've not been into your yard, so I don't know what's on
You
your
have worked
yard.
down here, though. You've worked near my yard, but
I
you've
have
done
worked.
contracts down here. I
Yeah,
know that.
I have worked down near you, but I've never.
Obviously, like I said, I just had to deliver to the supermarket, which is literally your neighbour.
And the only time that you had to come on my yard was to help me with
When you're an issue, yeah.
that conveyor thing.
I still feel bad because I actually gave you the wrong advice, but that was just because I didn't fully.
Yeah, but if you'd never used them, you'd never used them.
No, I've never used them. I've always just got the silo and everything built in. I don't bother with them ones that you've got to like set up.
I usually have a normal silo and just bang extensions on. Is what I would normally do. Don't know if it's just my eyes. Have you ever noticed like more motion lines as you're driving along?
I can't say I have, no. If your vehicle needs a service, you might get deeper exhaust smoke and stuff like that, if that's...
Oh no, it's not. I am seeing deeper exhaust smoke, but no, I was messing around with the Chrome M before, but I could see like extra like motion blur lines off it.
Right.
I can see it now.
Well, have you got a big M?
No.
I was going to say.
Not yet.
It's fair big to have at this point.
No, I'm definitely seeing motion lines off the bottom of them motors.
It could be, I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying because of the
No,
time
I
of
don't.
it.
I say you have to let me know whether you see something like that or you like that thing on Facebook Messenger I sent you though.
Oh, I'd seen it through the day actually on Facebook. I want one.
Yeah. You're not the
For those
only
who know, it's a little like RC fence with a mower that actually worked.
front and back mower, wasn't it?
Yeah, butterfly mower and a proper mower, and that actually worked.
Mm.
And like, I want one.
Yeah. Tell you what, it'd probably make a better job of me dad's grass than I can do with it sometimes. Well, it's awkward, but with one of them, it'd be able to get into the bloody hard bits that you can't get into.
Probably there's no cosplay in real life.
No. It's one thing I didn't do and I should have done and haven't done yet. I haven't bought myself a diesel tank yet. I don't need
Yeah,
it.
because you haven't got a filling station next door like me, have you?
No.
I'm literally next door to a filling station.
God, where's the train?
It does, doesn't it?
Where is it? Nowhere near me, thank God.
Oh, it's a sign. I've just looked, and from my last thing, my baler had 1911 litres left in it.
Wow, that was expensive. That was an expensive service. I can't imagine a big machine like this would come cheap for servicing.
Yeah. You'd imagine not.
It's a shame because I really wanted to put the saddle tracks in. But...
The money.
No. I never activated the saddle track on the server, but the saddle tracks are actually quite good tractors. But we always, every time we seem to try and use them, it always seemed to become a problem in multiplayer.
Oh, right, I've never...
Well, you have... Don't you not have the saddle track and like the Mac Anthem and everything?
I don't think I do, no.
Did you pre-order the game?
Yeah.
You should have gotten us pre-order bonus.
I'd have to double check. If I do, it's something I'll never use.
Oh, the saddle tracks can be good for digestate and stuff like that.
Mm.
Where you get off biogas plant.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I know. Yes, I have. Yeah, the class. I know what you mean now.
Yeah, the class saddle tracks.
For some reason, I had something back in my head was them track John Deere so you could get the extra tanks on the side off. I was thinking of completely the wrong thing. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah. I can't do much more really. I haven't got enough time. I'll wait till the next day. Wait till the next day.
I should be able to skip it, but I just want to get one job finished.
You got half an hour.
Hey, he's literally doing the last line of it now.
I've got to say, because it's 7:30 game time.
Oh yeah, I know.
Cutting it down to the wire.
Oh look, that's how you make the money.
I'd have been making a bit of money if I hadn't ballsed up originally with my fields.
So what do you want me basically as soon as I'm ready to go and sleep?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
One.
Position here.
Well, some of my gear, not all my gear's back on my farm because some of my gear is awaiting for one of my
Some of mine's
fields.
currently enlined in jobs which are going to continue tomorrow, so I don't see the point in dragging it back to...
Well, I wasn't dragging all my gear back because I knew I've nearly got a field ready to go, so there's no point.
There we are, folks, day 2.
I kind of expected the Valheim thing there, to be honest. Are we good to go on that field? Yes, we are good to go.
I have another field ready to harvest. God, things are starting to get a bit hectic around here.
Did I?
Meanwhile, I'm about to tackle Straw Mountain. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, don't worry, I
dun,
know
dun,
exactly
dun,
what I'll be doing
dun,
there.
dun, dun, dun,
I'll be
dun,
looking
dun.
for... I'll be looking for that. And swapping to see what the hell's going on.
Charge!
Did I not leave? No, I didn't. Bugger. I guess something's not gone too well for you.
Actually gone about as well as it probably could have done in the situation.
I've got a couple of things I need to get done over No, it's alright. I know what I'm doing with it. That one can wait for now. The field bit is more important. See, I really wish I could get... Oh god, that was a wide spike. Why am I getting spiked? Unless that was something to do with you picking up.
Something to do with me and Straw Mountain.
This is not Magic Forest. Dump that there a minute. Crop. Get this trail upward. Yeah, I wish bloody Follow Me was on.
Tell me about it.
Because it would make moving things so much easier. Let's not drown the combine. Let's not drown the combine.
No, go on, do it. Do it.
Nox. But if I did drown that combine, wouldn't I lose the crop as well?
Yeah, I think if you reset it, you lose everything that's inside.
Yeah, I don't want that. How's your Straw Mountain coming along?
Yeah, it's got through about as well as I expected it to be honest with you.
What, all of it?
Well, yeah, I'm now having to go and move the bales so I can get the rest of it because the bales is spat out. But yeah, I knew it would be as bad as it sort of looked, if that makes sense.
They've kind of got an eye. I'm not worried about what I've just done, so... Well, this field I want to get turned around as quickly as possible.
Well, that's every field you want to try and get turned around because the field with nothing on it's not going to earn you anything.
Yeah, it's not, it's... I mean, it's my grass field I'm not worried about right now.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm doing a lot of the work myself. Whereas I know you're probably using more cosplay. But with these fields, the fields next to the water, I'm gonna do. Of course, I'm gonna do it myself.
You're not risking it after what happened.
And it proved that the AI can drown. Your vehicle. Where's... So I'm gonna... Christ, it's just moved. Problem is with right now, it's just moving a lot of equipment.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
To the field. And if you'd have, like I say, if we'd have been working together, flipping these fields would have been quite simple because we'd have just both moved the equipment. I just had an idea. I'll discuss that with you later. 'Cause when you think about it, you know, it's when you're on about something and then...
Yeah, it's when an idea comes to you, I know what you mean.
An idea pops in your head and it's like, Where the hell is my... No. There it is. Where
the hell is my nope?
I was wondering when my tractor was when my trailer on. But I knew I hadn't moved it, you see. I hadn't moved it back to the yard. There, get that loaded. Jump back into... I wonder how long that was going to take to unload then.
You notice that with this problem, we occasionally get like church bells on the hour.
Yeah. I've noticed that. Like a town hall clock type thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's church bells.
Church bells, it is.
What if this will be the last pass? Looking at the angle, maybe not. No, maybe one more pass. David's going very, very quiet.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just thinking about what I'm doing. And letting you think to yourself.
Well, you've not got a lot to consider to drown. Whereas I could drown an entire combine here.
Do it, do it, do it.
I'm not losing my stock. Right, the rest should get in there. Bit in the combine, but I don't know if the rest will fit in that trailer. Once I've got this. Hopefully it does. I don't know why the game seems to stutter when you first go from outside camera to inside camera.
I haven't got any of that at all.
It only does it on the first time.
So I was just doing an initial load on a few things.
Hmm. And it doesn't do it again. It's just usually the first time. I suppose it depends on also how many mirrors you have active.
Well, I think, at least 3, so 3 in distractor and they're all working.
Hmm. Hopefully all this fits into one trailer. Trailer 80% full.
We don't have any auto load for pallets in this server, do we? I don't think. Okay.
So what's the field levels like? Good. This combine can go back to the herd in a minute. No, I wish we did, but we don't.
No, there's a day on this.
Hmm. Yeah, but some of them will use, some of the auto stackers we've used in our default in-game anyways.
And the one I'm using is...
Hmm?
The one I'm using is...
No. Oh, thanks, man. My wheel was nowhere near you. Yeah, my front wheel was nowhere near him, and yet he still managed to hit me and propel me. Nearly. If the van hadn't moved, he'd have Austin powered me into a tree. That's funny. I just witnessed roadkill.
Well, an AI hit a deer.
No. Because the AI aren't configured to do zebra crossings, are they?
No.
No.
Just hit a person.
Just hit like 3 people. Just went Bottas bowling, but with people. What next? Yeah, let's get that over there because I'm going to need another piece of... Take this back because I'm going to need another piece of equipment. Oh, God. Forget how skittish this little tractor can be. I'm not complaining, it's a good little transport tractor.
A little workhorse.
It was, like I say, it was bought second hand, so I don't know how many hours I put on it. Because it already had like... What? It's about 13 or 12? Well, if that's the case, I can't put 2 hours on it already.
Possible, right? It's amazing how quickly they add up. Look at some of my stuff on the Valley of the Old Farm's got over 30 hours, well over 20 hours at this point, and that stuff was born new at the start of the series.
Hmm.
It's amazing how quickly it builds up when they're just working away. That's why I really dislike the game's model of how wear gets faster and faster. I don't disagree with it as a model, I just think it happens way too early.
Yeah.
I think it's just something like 50 hours where they reach like maximum, which I get for a lot of people. Like, if you're running a longer server, I'd like to be able to get the hours up there a bit more. Wow, this isn't janky at all.
Well... I mean, I'm sure we've ended up putting hours on tractors before.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That were new.
That'd be interesting, because I think you like me on the default combine, aren't you? So that'll give you a good idea, because that was brand new.
Yeah, but I haven't used my combine probably as much as yours. You may have used your combine a little bit more than I have.
Mine's on about 6.5 hours.
Couldn't tell you what mine's on, I've just got out of it.
I had to tab over to mine to have a look.
Yeah, you've definitely used your combine a lot more than I have. I've only got 1.3 hours on mine.
Yeah.
But don't forget, most of my time has been spent doing a potato contract.
That's a valid point, yeah. At least you didn't have Straw Mountain to deal with.
I would rather have had Straw Mountain to deal with than a goddamn potato contract.
You took it out, not about gun to your head.
It was good money. That money's helped.
I seem to be struggling. I'll be honest, I'm struggling right now to break to good money. I'm doing alright, I'm not in trouble, but at the same time I'm not making the brilliant forward progress I would like to make.
I'm not making money as I'd like, but I actually think I know why you might be struggling a little bit with money.
Do you indulge?
Well, you're doing a lot of cosplay, aren't you?
Yeah, but the wages aren't that high.
Aren't they set to 100?
Yeah, that's still not that high, really, compared to... You're only talking a couple of hundred an hour.
No, and you probably have spent more than enough.
I wouldn't say it's because I'm going down, because I'm doing a lot more into productions than I think you are. So a lot of mine, money that's coming later, if that makes sense.
I haven't even had a chance to start one of my sodding productions yet.
Oh, I've got a couple going.
Yeah, but
In fact, I've got one production going that feeds into the second one. That's how mine's going.
But don't forget,
So like I said,
I ballsed up my original fields, so I haven't had a chance to get... Like I say, I'm only just reaping off my older fields now.
yeah.
So I haven't been able to get the new stuff in for the production, so I'm basically running behind right now. I don't think that's...
We're into year 2, by the way.
That's weird. I thought that was a bit too soon.
Obviously not.
Get that in the asylum. I mean, there is some money sat there at the minute, but I'm not gonna...
I'm like that. I've got some palleted stuff that I'm just storing because the price isn't the best just yet. And I want to wait till it sort of gets to the good times.
I don't need...
I will sell bits of it if I need money, like, but...
Don't need that one yet. I'm gonna need... I wanna have a quick look. I kinda need another... Ooh. It's not powerful enough. Not powerful enough. Well, they kind of are. That would do me, but I haven't got that cash. What a guy, what an ass. I don't want to go down the loan system. Yet. Well, not yet. I mean, I don't want to take more of a loan out and struggle myself a bit more. Because I already did take a loan out originally.
Yeah, I've done that as well. That's why my issue is I've got a big loan.
Oh, I haven't. So
I am, so I have to make sure I'm clearing enough to pay that up every day.
yeah, I haven't got the other piece of kit that I need down here yet. Oh well. No matter. I'll get the other bit of kit once once one bit of kit goes back, and the other, this next bit of kit will go back up. Is that on? Yeah. Yes. That was a nail. That could have been
catastrophic.
A little bit.
Oh, we're nearly in the drink. Again.
Yep.
Well, it makes sense you spend most of your time in golf in the sand.
Not that much.
I spend most of mine working for the film crew.
I know.
Oh, listen, we're going to go on about it a lot, I know, but if you haven't seen it, it's up there. I was trying to think, what were the other great moments? The only one that comes into mind was knocking you off your horse in Red Dead.
The one I shared on Facebook, my Facebook profile the other day.
Yeah. Oh, the tree's gone.
Yeah, but it's up there with the whole, like, you knocking me off my horse, the whole...
I wish I could find where that clip is.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it was Red Dead Redemption. Chris come riding towards me. We clipped, and I don't know how he exactly did it, but the clip was enough. I was unharmed, but he was knocked off his horse. The problem is he was riding right along the edge of a cliff at the time. So it literally knocked him flying off the cliff. I think you and your horse did it.
Yeah. Didn't kill me, but severely injured me. But it was just
the fact that both you and your horse ended up completely off the road.
Yeah, because we were going down a narrow path.
Yeah. Well, I'd gone ahead of you then. I think that you met a player or something like that. Or bandits or something.
I'd done some... there was something, wasn't there?
So I was coming back to try and help.
Because Alan was with us as well.
Yeah. I was coming back to try and help you. Didn't realise you turned and were running at full speed towards us. Like I say, we met at like a really narrow corner and he just... Well, sent you for a free flying lesson, basically.
Chaos ensued. Was what happened. Chaos ensued.
Right.
But that was one of the good moments. The Diamonds Casino heist blooper, as I like to call it, was up there.
Oh, that's me blowing myself off the roof.
Yeah, that was the one I was on about the Facebook page. Facebook.
Yeah.
It was funny as anything.
Alright. We have our moments.
I mean, another good moment, which I wish I could find the original video again, would be the F1 Japan short
Yeah.
safety car.
The broken safety car, yeah.
because it's got to be like it was either 2020 or 2021.
Something like that, yeah.
Because I'm sure because the short courses haven't been in
The last two, have they?
Yeah, they've not been in at least the last 2 games, which is a bit of a
shame, really.
It's a bit of a ball ache because it's like, well, you know, there's plenty more content you could have done with that, like we used to do. You know, there's plenty of more fun you can have with all the alternate courses, the older cars and
definitely
that sort of stuff. It's like even if you had the F3 cars in,
but not the supercars. That's not going in the right direction.
The supercars were, as much as I liked the idea of them,
but today just let us race them.
Yeah.
I know they didn't handle great because obviously compared to F1 cars, they're never going to. But if we could have at least used them in multiplayer races, it'd have had a little bit of purpose.
Yeah.
Above just basically being decoration.
It's an idea that ended up returning as filler this year. Honestly, it was a bit. Yeah, you know, as much as it's nice to mess around on your own with the safety cars, you know, like the Mercedes and the Aston Martin safety cars.
Yeah.
They're just, they're not worth it. They're pointless.
Even if they just had it so we could race them in multiplayer.
Yeah.
It would at least give them some purpose.
And a bit more content, a bit more fun you could have had with them.
Yeah, and as soon as they're actually now already in the game, it's not like it would have been a big mission to add it.
Well, that's what one player seems to get, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you would think FOM will be doing the final sign-ups because it's their IP. I can't imagine them giving EA carte blanche to do whatever you want. They'll be heavily Liberty Media. Yeah, Formula 1 management I was referring to. I can't imagine Liberty Media just giving full-on do whatever you want out.
Well, it seems that way.
They don't strike me as that kind of company.
To be honest, you know, yeah, we've seen bugs, rather annoying bugs in the game. It hasn't, I know we've said this before, but the F1 game this year, there was no effort into it.
It's one of the worst, isn't it?
I can't speak for Breaking Point, because I've still not.
Yeah, I thought you'd have been into that by now.
No. I need a day where I can sit down, because if I hadn't had this other stuff on, would have sat down and actually just cabled it and hammered through it. Get it into PC and just hammered through it.
Yeah.
But it's just, you know, as much as I'm an F1 fan, the game's not as polished and refined as previous. Yes, we had
still better than F1 Manager.
No. Not this year's title.
Really?
Oh, they've improved. There is a few things that still need to be retweaked, which they are looking into. But no, I can kind of say that no, the F1 Manager is actually looking a little bit better than the official title right now.
Not fair enough.
I mean, even the networking side of this game this year hasn't been good.
Oh, the way they've moved leagues and that is just horrible.
leagues is not good, but the actual networking for a host to get disconnected.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
During stuff is a bit weird. then there's like the issue with that safety car and then lap down bug and all that crap.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's been one of the most... I'm sorry, I want to say it, even probably the grid games seem more bloody polished than this year's F1. And Grid was Codemaster and all. I mean, I know we say this all the time. Yes, it would probably put me off buying next year's title, but suckers as we are,
We'll end up buying it.
We'll end up buying them.
Yep.
Because it's F1. I mean, it got to the point, yeah, I used to like FIFA. Didn't buy every FIFA title every year, because sometimes it would come up on PS Plus or whatever.
Yeah.
It got to the point with FIFA for me where it was boring. You know, it's like, I'm not disrespecting Alan here, but I don't get how the hell he can buy nearly all the every year buy the COD games when they come.
I mean, I don't get it. It's just not my thing.
No,
people
I know.
Think you actually buy the F1 games, you know. It's
yeah, but it's like, why do we buy the farm simi whenever it releases? Because
let's be honest, we get the hours out of this game that justify it in my book.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had the hours out of this year's F1 title. Like I say, when I look at my PS5, there's nearly over 100 hours into it. So I've got my money's worth out of the game.
That doesn't mean you think it's a perfect game.
It's just not polished and refined. It's not as good as, okay, you know, the other games weren't perfect, but they were a lot better than this year's title.
Yeah.
Regardless. And the problem is, most of the F1 fans probably won't complain. They need to listen. That's the big thing. The big problem is they need to listen to the fans. Because it's the fans who buy your game. You know, I get Breaking Point. There had to be because of where Breaking Point ended, there had to be another one.
Yeah.
And like I say, I can't speak for Breaking Point, because at the time, yes, I would have smashed Breaking Point out, but due to the fact that I didn't know if it used Vegas or not, and due to the agreement we had, I wasn't going to
risking it.
Step on anybody's toes, so to speak, with the agreement.
Yeah.
But now that the agreement's gone, I just haven't
You're free.
got round to being able to do it. And the only way I can possibly do it is if I end up dropping one of the bits that I need to do and just hammer it out.
Yeah.
But right now I don't want to drop. It'll get done eventually. I mean, yeah, it's a bit late, but you know, such is the life of a YouTuber. But honestly, if you want my opinion, if you are an F1 fan and still thinking of buying the game,
I don't think 22 up cheap.
yeah.
Would be my advice. You can probably get 22 on some good discounts now.
No, I'm not surprised now. But it's, yeah, no, it was given, I think it was given a bit too much hype again. Because they were plugging it, weren't they? Even on Sky, they were plugging it. The advert.
Yeah.
On, like the F1 channel. I think it was given a bit too much hype. And to be honest, it was a little bit of a flop. That's my opinion. To make that game good, again, bring back, release the official tracks, bring back all the tracks. I know they're probably doing for disc, you know, like file sizes and stuff like that, trying to keep the file sizes low.
You know, that's not really a thing anymore because they can, even if they can't get it all on a disc, there's very few who haven't got a net connection who can't download a patch.
But they should.
One in some games that basically now you get a disc, but it's literally just an EXE that opens the download.
For my Horizon Forbidden West has 2 discs. It has an install disc and it has a play disc. You stick the install disc in first, it installs, goes halfway, and then it asks you for the play disc. You stick the play disc in and then it does the rest.
Didn't Red Dead do something like that as well, I remember?
I think so.
I seem to remember Red Dead on PlayStation 4 definitely had that feature.
You heard about the original Red Dead Redemption being re-released?
No, I hadn't.
Onto PlayStation 4.
Oh, right. Might actually pick it up if it comes up as either cheap or as a PS Plus.
18th of August, they're releasing that and the, like,
I think that's something about Undead Nightmare. Is that to do with it as well?
Yeah, and the Undead Nightmare. That's to do with it.
Yeah, I saw something about Undead. I think I got an email off Newswire.
Yeah, it's basically it's Red Dead Redemption, the original Red Dead Redemption. I mean, did you ever complete RDR2?
No.
No. Are you planning it?
I'm planning lots of things, mate, but let's be honest here. I wouldn't mind having another crack at Cyberpunk at some point, but God knows when I'm going to fit that one into my schedule.
I've already completed Cyberpunk. I'm actually re-going through it now. Not as in now. Right now, but I'm actually in my spare time sitting and playing it.
Fair enough.
But I'm going to take the same path I did last time because I like that path. The other paths I've seen and looked at, and nah. I prefer the path I'm doing.
Oh, did it?
Hang on.
Hang on, what?
Where the hell is my bale trailer? Is it actually over at the field already? Where's...
You know he's doing well.
It's not in my yard. Did I put it over, did I put it over at the field?
He's start putting tracks on his equipment, folks.
I probably do. Well, let's just say at the end of RDR2 kind of slightly ties into RDR.
Well, I'd always understood that the two games were sort of linked a little bit.
But it seems a weird way of doing it. Because it seems like... Yeah, I did bring my bell trailer. Okay. Well, Yeah. It's like I said, the towards the end of RDR2, or the ending of RDR2, you then get to realise how Red Dead Redemption actually starts.
Mm.
Even though
So RDR2 is a prequel then?
technically, yes. But technically not. They've done it in a weird way. Well, you know of John, don't you?
Yeah. Because the father was everybody's character in GTA Online.
Huh?
He was one of the pickable parents in GTA Online, your character there.
What, John Marsden?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Never noticed.
Yep, he was.
Well,
Pretty much every male character had John Marston as a parent, but every female character always used Misty as one of the parents.
hmm.
Who was from GTA Vice City, because they all had that same fish lips.
Yeah.
Mine was one of the very few that didn't.
Well, obviously you play as John in the original RDR.
Hmm.
So that's why it's a bit weird, because how it ends and how RDR begins and what happens in Red Dead Redemption, that's why it's like Red Dead Redemption 2 is, like you say, it's a bit of like prequel type. It's weird. And people will be calling me out. No, it's not. Yes, it fucking is.
Feel free to call him out, folks.
No, don't call me out, because if you play Red Dead Redemption, you'll know. The original Red Dead Redemption, back in the day when it was on. It's weird that they're releasing it now. Well, let's hope they fucking remastered the graphics.
Better than the remastered the GTA attempts.
Yeah.
God, I remember the early versions then when literally there were spelling mistakes on shop signs because they just upgraded the textures
Yeah, but
and hadn't bothered to like check everything first.
it just kind of annoyed me that they upgraded the original versions of what we got.
Mm. Because we'd already got them on PS4, but not as upgraded.
Yeah.
I still haven't bought those editions.
No, I'm not gonna bother.
I would love to do a playthrough of Vice City again, but I'd do it on the version I already own on PS4.
You'd have to have the music off anyways.
That's the problem though, I don't think I can do it. That music is such an iconic part of the game.
I know, but you have to have it off due to copyright.
So it's your channel, I'm not worried.
I am.
It's you that gets sued.
Yeah, but it's not me. It wouldn't be my voice in the video.
It's still your name behind the channel.
I know it's still my name behind the channel. That's why I go the way I am with things. This ain't gonna net me a lot of money either.
It all helps.
Like I said, before YouTube went just completely crazy.
There was a time before YouTube was completely crazy.
Well, there was times you could get away and not having to worry about copyright. But then everything just went. You know, there was a time where you didn't. There was a time where you didn't have to declare whether your channel was bloody child friendly or not. It's like, look, I'm just here to make. I'm just
Videos.
here to make some content. Yes, my channel is not child friendly, and it never will be. Because would you allow your child to watch GTA playthroughs? I think not.
And would you let out what John Cena play golf? Probably not.
One thing I will give us though is a lot of the stuff has changed.
Oh yeah.
In terms of okay, they're still a bit foul mouth at times, but
We've definitely curtailed it a little bit, and it's not a terrible thing.
well, trying to curtail sometimes. Sometimes it's not easy. We try and keep certain subjects away, but unfortunately a certain person decided to go a low blow on me. One of the nights during F1, Alan. Wrong button.
Must have been a night I wasn't there.
You were?
Was I?
Yeah.
I can't remember now.
You laughed at me.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
We were doing China.
No, I know what you mean.
No, it wasn't the lights out and the way we go thing.
No, that was me. That wasn't Alan. Which I still think was brilliant.
Yeah, I know, but there's certain things yes, we do have a laugh and joke about, but certain things we do have to be careful with.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, we're trying, but we're not.
Oh, you're definitely that.
We're not gonna be able to cut the language out 100%.
The occasional slip will happen.
I don't want to turn around and say, well, let's cut the language 100%, because I know that's...
You'll kill some of the spontaneity, which can be some of the best stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'd kill it. And for the fact that... You know... Yes, I get it for the 12 hour, because that's a challenge.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter, that's a challenge. But just in general, I wouldn't really want to kill it too much, because it's like, well, that's not who we are.
Yeah.
You know, people may find it excessive at times, but like I say, we try and curtail it, but it doesn't always work. Don't think there's been many that tonight.
No, that.
I mean, the best... I know we've definitely... The best one that I know we've definitely dropped is the
The worms. I still go by that.
The sea bomb.
You talking the sea bomb on me on worms was an absolute genius. Because I still to this day, that was a total fluke. I know you don't believe me. I didn't realise it was you. I was just lobbing holies because I had them. And you just popped your head up at the wrong moment and swallowed one near enough.
Yep. I do. I miss that game, but it was just.
When we tried it a second time, it was nowhere near.
Last time we tried it was just a total. Like.
Shit show.
Yeah, it was. Just wasn't working for us. Which is a shame, because it was such a good game.
Oh, yeah.
You,
Oh, definitely. But then again, we're going over that anyway. I still think 76 was such a wasted potential for something brilliant.
yeah,
I honestly do. I think 76 has the potential to be a multiplayer Fallout game. Still, to me, sounds incredible. Fallout 4 with multiplayer.
yeah.
Your companion could be another person. Just not about, I guess, more co-op than I'm classing the house.
Yeah, it'd be online co-op.
But that to me sounds brilliant.
Yeah, not a service.
Not the way 76 in the early days when there was no NPCs, no.
I've never been back to 76, so I don't know what it's like.
We tried briefly, didn't we, to do the moonshining stuff. And it just wasn't good.
Look at that when we got asses handed to us by the higher level.
I mean, I would be interested at some point maybe having a look at that, because you said there is now a mod for like multiplayer Fallout 4, isn't there?
Who did?
I'm sure you said it.
Was it me or Tim?
One of you, I'm sure somebody said there is like a mod out there, like a script hook style, which,
No idea.
you know, I'd be interested in maybe taking a look at some point.
Well, that'd be a Nexus thing, wouldn't it?
Could be. I'd have to. I haven't thought about it in massive detail, but it's something I'm pretty sure I've got Fallout 4 on Steam.
Don't ask me where I've got. I think I've only got Fallout 4.
Obviously, my original playing was all on console, but I'm pretty sure I got a bumper deal a while ago that was like Fallout 2, 3, and 4 for like silly cheap money, so I took it. You know, in Steam, like to do them deals.
Yeah.
Like I once got the entire Worms catalogue for £7.
Some of the old Worms games, though.
Oh, they're great. Those are some of my earliest memories of gaming involve the original Worms games.
See, another one of my earliest PC memories was a game called Creatures.
Yeah. My original Worms for PC is Transport Tycoon.
Open TTD.
Well, that's what it is now. Back then it was the original.
Yeah, it was actually TTD.
And a game called Microprose Grand Prix. Which actually I still remember this day, because they were both done by the same publisher, because it was the exact same disc.
Yeah, Microprose.
Yeah. I think it was meant to be like a Genuine Fun game, which was like 1980. And the 80s, that was one of my earliest memories of gaming on those.
First ever PC game I owned.
I would say that because I still remember having like the snowboarding game on, was it 3.1? You know that little game where you like went down the screen snowboarding?
Oh yeah.
And if you weren't careful, the Yeti came out and ate you.
Yeah, but my first ever game I owned on PC was original Roller Coaster Tycoons.
Very nice.
Still have the disc. Then I went to RCT2 and then went to RCT3. And then went to Planet Coaster. Do I feel sorry for Frontier? Do I fucking should?
Is City Skylines 2 out yet, or
Nope.
can't be far off now, can it?
October.
Oh, right. Okay. I knew it's been around. I know it's like, I think some YouTubers have got some early copies, haven't they? And
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if I certainly won't get it straight away because honestly, I have the first one and I enjoyed it, but I never got a lot of hours into it.
I would be prepared if you were gonna reboot City Skyline. I'd be like, yeah, you'd be glad you got that RAM upgrade. Well, they used to shove most of the like DLC bits or whatever. It was all done on your frigging RAM, and I'm hoping.
Is it one of the few times when your 128 came in handy?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they never. They don't do that again with 2. Let's hope they learnt from the mistakes. And I'm hoping that there's going to be features in there is going to be features in City Skylines 2 that was never in 1. And it'll be for the better. I mean, just wait till the modders get hold of it again. But they just... I get what is going to happen with City Skyline 2. It is going to become another City Skylines 1. They will crank DLC after DLC after DLC after DLC for it. Because they know, fuck us, I'll buy it.
And it's stuff that's easy to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't own all of City Skylines DLC. I own most of it, but not all of it. Because it got too much in the end. And it was pointless. I mean, some of it was radio stations, and I was like, well, why the hell do I just want to pay for music?
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff wasn't bad. I didn't get the new airports and all that. I didn't get all that. I got like snowfall, natural disasters and stuff like that. The main sort of ones I was going to use. The main ones that actually added anything to the game. But some of the other stuff I just didn't bother with. I got some of the free DLC that they did when they were giving that away, so I got that. But yeah, they need to really sort of sit down and think, let's not crank just DLC after DLC after DLC with this.
Make it actually worth something.
And don't overprice it. That's the problem with some games. It's like I see some games on Steam that are still retailing for AAA titles, and it's like, it wasn't even a AAA title to begin with. You know, there is some... It's like, honestly, I mean at this point, RimWorld's DLCs are more expensive than RimWorld.
You're probably right, I think.
They are, I think. And I love RimWorld, but I've spent... To get
a lot of money on it.
All the DLCs, I've spent a lot of money on them. And there has been times where I've been thinking, oh, do I get it, do I not? I've been umming and ahhing over it.
Most of it, I think I'm one behind the curve these days.
You're the last DLC.
I know you bought me one of them.
Yeah, you're the last DLC that I know that's the one that you haven't got. You've got the rest apart from the latest DLC. And it's like, I want to do more RimWorld. I enjoy RimWorld. You know, Rimworld was great fun.
Yeah.
Especially if we could, if we could get it, even with, like, the, DLCs and all that. Get all that. And then I've already got them, but, get Tim involved in it as well. And do what we did. Create a character for me, create a character for you, create a character for him. And we each control. We each
control ourselves.
Well, not when, obviously, they let the building bits and everything do by the AI, but when it comes to combat stuff, we do ourselves. And
how do I just know I'd take a bullet to the brain in the first battle?
But then you would have to take control of, if we had any more people, you would have to take control of them.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it I can't remember, didn't one of us die and then Tim kept digging us up?
You won it.
Was it me?
One of us, yeah, you're right, one of us died, we buried him, and then Tim had a corpse obsession, so every bloody time he went a bender, he went and stuck us on the dining table.
Oh, no, it was me, wasn't it? It was my character. But there was just stuff like that, would be just... There was good moments even in that.
The thing about Rimworld was it was such story driven. It was such. The thing is, failing was part of the way it went, because you failed, you learn what you did wrong, and you try not to do that next time.
But we never. Well, I suppose did we ever improve, but.
I found with Rimworld, it was very. Either your colony either died very quickly or lasted for ages. And what eventually happened with me normally is I got too greedy, ended up then with a raid of about 100 enemies coming at me, and that's when it got...
That's when you got punished.
Yeah. Your colony wealth would grow too high, and of course it detected raids and stuff based on wealth.
Yeah.
So the next thing it'd be the game would lag. I'd know something. Like 80 pawns have just landed on the side of the map to attack you. I'm like, right, well, I'm done.
Well, it wasn't that. With me, I never used to bother with a wealth. But it was the bloody machines.
Oh, I got into the habit because as soon as you had a pawn that was really good at art, get them making sculptures, because they sold for big money. Trade ships would buy sculptures, good quality sculptures, for like thousands of silver. So I'd end up sitting on a whole mine's worth of silver.
Yeah, but it was literally the... It was the mech, like the little mechy beasts.
Yeah.
But in the new DLC, you can build them. You can build them and use them to your advantage.
We'll capture our own fighting machine and turn it against them.
It is a bit like that, yeah.
And you know what I'm referring to there?
Oh, yes, I do.
We'll start all over again.
Answers in the comments for anybody that would get that reference. We'll tell you next episode what the answer was.
Alright. Answer the postcard to competitions that don't really exist at GametimeUK.com. I'll tell you what, the second day's flown by. I've not got half as much done as I intended to. I've dug myself out of the money hole a little bit at least, but...
Sort of haven't, but...
Leaving myself with plenty to do next episode, that's for sure.
I'm not gonna get... I'm gonna have to leave some equipment over here.
As I've said before, it's one of them. If it's something My rules are big. You cannot just leave equipment on random fields. If it's a piece of land you own, that's fine. If you're currently in a contract on that field, I say that's fine as well.
Hmm.
Because you're working on it. You know what I mean? You can't just go leaving things in other farmers' random fields.
Well, they're not on the field. They're just it's on an edge border.
Yeah.
But it's basically
This is where between episodes I log onto the server and steal them. Shouldn't leave it out, mate. You'll find it at the bottom of a river.
But I know he'd been. Do you know how I know he would have been on?
I'm the only person who could do it.
Well, yeah, that and the time would have changed.
Not if I. Oh yeah, I can't.
You can't.
I have to turn that off, wouldn't I?
Hmm. No, it's just basically because I'm not going to get this field done now. Not a chance now.
Well, the thing is, I'm just finishing a field now. There's no point me moving on to the next one, because by the time I've got over there and set my equipment up, that'll be it.
Hmm. That's why I've just left my. That's why I'm leaving my stuff there, but bringing back certain pieces of equipment that are not needed.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to leave the stuff on this field here, and then it'll be the first thing I do next time. But it is my field, so.
I'm on an edge border. What I actually need to do is actually check something before. Is there any? See, buildings won't come up in the used vehicle, will it?
No. Why? What were you wanting to?
Oh, there's a wood crane.
And yes, I have been eyeing up that Fendt tractor, but.
I know you have, because you're not the only one that was bought Fendt tractor.
There's a 7/800 series about 3/4 of the way along.
Oh no, mine was. Oh yeah, no, I'm not. No, that's not the one I'm after.
That was the one I was looking at, but it's just while it doesn't look a bad price, by the time you've upgraded it to a decent engine option,
Yeah.
it gets expensive. I know that sounds stupid, but
No, it was just a shame that the.
because I've actually sold my third tractor on again because it wasn't really getting any use and it wasn't really that good. So I'm back down to 2 tractors, which
is
I'm
causing you a bit of a nightmare.
Not really, no. It's just a third one would be handy. Well, the trouble is, I'm not gonna lie. You see, there's a Ford 7810 near the end of the used vehicle section.
Yeah, I knew you had the Ford.
I had that. Yeah, I've sold it again. Just the 19 mile an hour top speed and lack of power didn't give it a lot of real good uses.
Hmm.
Well, I'm going to pull this up on the yard and then that'll be time done.
I'm just.
Yeah, you're alright for a few minutes, yeah.
Trying.
I don't mind us going a couple of minutes over stuff like that. That's just rules we put in just to give us a guideline.
Yes. Where is the? No, because that's the biomethane station. Where the bloody hell?
What are you looking for?
We not got them in here.
What's that?
Fuel tanks.
You've either got the summing containers,
Alright.
medium petrol tank, or there's the field service trailer is enabled on this server.
That's fine. You're really not gonna. Wow, you're really not gonna let me put that there where I want it.
Press V.
Press what?
Victor.
Oh, right, okay, I didn't realise you could... There was a free mode.
Yeah, it would enable that to give you a lot more options.
There we go. Guess it'll cost me, money.
Yeah, and then you'll have to fill it. I think them ones aren't ones that just like create it for you. You've got to
No,
actually fill
you
them.
got to fill it. So that's kind of skinty.
Like I say, I'm not too bad because I've got a fuel station next door.
Yeah, exactly, you are. But anyways, go on.
No, I said I have the fuel station next door to my yard, so I'm like, there's no point me putting a tank down.
No. But I'm nowhere near. I said my nearest fuel station.
If you want, I'll think on. I will add a fuel pump and I will put one at the shop and give myself the money back.
Because my nearest fuel station
I
on the
think
map
he's the other side of the
is
shop, isn't it?
34. Is over by field 34.
No, it isn't. There's one closer to you.
That's one
Look,
of my fuel station options.
look the other side of my field 26. There's one there as well.
Yeah, there's one there near field 96 or whatever it is. There's one down by your farm. There's not a lot of fuel options in range, even if I had to get a combine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, that's why I'm kind of glad to have the one next door.
So we're going to end this one here. So obviously, thank you for joining me and David.
Thank you, folks. It's been great to have you here. Please leave a comment. Let us know, who do you think's doing the best so far, and why is it Chris?
It's not me. Not a chance.
I bet you're not far off, mate.
Nah, I'm struggling. I can see. I know I'm struggling myself personally. But obviously, thank you, David, for joining me.
Pleasure.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know, comment. Let us know that answer to David's reference if you remember what that was.
Oh yeah. I'm not repeating it. You'll just go back in the video and find it.
And if you wish to support the channel, can do via links in the description. And we shall see you next time. So until then,
Later, folks.
goodbye for now.